Okay, Reggie. Well, first and foremost, happy holidays. I think by the time this video goes up, it'll be Christmas Eve. So happy holidays to you, Reggie, and your family. But before we get into the questions, is there anything that you wanted to speak on or talk about?
Yeah. Same to you as well, John. You and your loved ones and your little one. I hope you enjoy it with your little one. I know she's old enough now to understand Christmas, and well, not understand, but to have her own meaning of Christmas, which means gifts, but not what the real reason of Christmas is for. But thank you, and but most importantly, happy holidays, Merry Christmas to the Bomb First family. I won't mention Kwanzaa again because last year when I mentioned Kwanzaa, I had to get a whole bunch of lecture about Ron Karinga and his working for the government lectures. But I'm one that still believe that celebrate our holidays, no matter what the men that create things, their fuck ups, because we all have had them. But anyway, happy holidays, and let's get going. Matter of fact, John, I do got to tap at something first. Something that I know you probably don't know that I was going to talk about. And there's a person out there lately. And I'm going to tap at him because I got to remind motherfuckers. Everybody think just because I was a cop, I didn't grow up in the Imperial Courts housing projects. I didn't walk the same payments as their relatives did, and then they did later on in their adult life. I walked the same pavements that all those niggas from Luders Park, East Side, Ma Paru, and played baseball over there in Kelly Park and Hood and all of those neighborhoods. I even went on the Wilson Park side, the west side, and played at Gonzales Park. But it's a nigga that want to play with me, and I'm going to send him a little warning. Matter of fact, I'm going to show the picture. Now, remember I told y'all that all of this Death Row, Southside, Ma Paru bullshit, a lot of people lost their lives. I'm not going to say Tupac. I'm not like Suge, what's been putting up on his Twitter. I'm not going to say that because it make it seem like he was involved with the murder. He wasn't involved with the murder. He just did some scary ass shit to make niggas have to respond at a location where they didn't need to be responding at. I'm gonna black out this person's face, and I'm gonna show a picture of the young ladies. And just for those of y'all always say Biggie and Tupac and not Biggie and Tupac, I'm sorry. Puffy and Biggie and Von Zip didn't hang out. Well, this picture just proves that. I'm gonna black out the young lady's face. But just remember I showed y'all this picture. And this is somebody's wife. Was somebody's wife. I don't know their status currently. That's sitting on Puffy's lap. Stories gonna start being told. You keep texting my co-workers with your bullshit when you drunk, high off of ecstasies or something, and then want to wake up in the morning. Oh, your little homie just tripping. He just no nigga. Don't tap at me and then try to backtrack it with the ha ha ha. Nigga, fuck you. I don't play those games, nigga. You know that. Nigga. Just cause you over there now thinking you got niggas from the hood, those little youngsters don't know the pedigree. They don't know where you really from. Long Beach Crip. They don't know all of that. They don't know how you been saved, nigga. How niggas saved you in county jail and shit. Story's gonna be told. Stop playing with Reggie motherfucking Wright, nigga. It's gonna be some stories. I'm going to get y'all that interview y'all been wanting. Because trust me, he gonna be calling Vlad or John or somebody offering to do the interview for free. Nigga, say one more word. Mention my name one more time to people that I work with. Meaning John. Fuck it, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. Stop texting John with your bullshit, nigga. You got my number. You know how to get my number. You know how to get a hold of me. Please, stop playing with me. I know too much about you guys that walk around now with your chest all poked out, running to Cleveland, Ohio and stuff, thinking you the man, and you this and you that. Nigga, I tell stories. I have niggas come on when they just say, who's in St. Louis? Who got what? Where that nigga at? Tell him come here. I'm gonna take that. Man, why do you niggas be playing with Reggie at this day? Y'all know. I can see hoe ass niggas in the comment sections on YouTube, but niggas that know. Oh man. Don't make me have to play with you. That's just the tap that the principal used to give you with the ruler. Nigga, I'm gonna spank your ass. Say another word. I promise you. I want you to. Let's play. Let's have fun. Let's have a 2024 great year, Negro. Because I play both sides. Both sides. You know that. We can play it on social media or we can... Nigga, please. Okay? Either way. Because you ain't going to be able to say, oh, it jammed. It jammed when I was getting out of the trash can. I was in the trash can and it... You ain't going to be able to say that with me, nigga. They're going to be saying, oh... R.I.P. That's what they gonna be saying. You come fucking with Reggie. R.I.P. No threats. Promises, bro. No threats. I'm tired of playing with you. I've been playing with you, reading your texts last 2 or 3 days. When you get drunk. Going in and out. Got your sister calling my wife, telling why they doing that? Why they doing that? Why they doing that? Talking about brother-in-law. Calling, man, nigga, stop playing with me. Stop it, little boy. Sorry, John. Hate to use this to tap at one person on our platform. But tired of bitch-ass niggas, man. And he ain't a bitch. It's somebody I actually liked. Asked him several times. Asked him. Respond back with texts like, all right, man, all right. It's all good. I was punking out. What? Did he get drunk? Start rambling again. Stop doing that, dog. Don't know what you own. Ain't never known you to be on shit like that. Stop doing that. Don't let your little status over there today clog your memory. Niggas' hands fucked up. Never use my hands. Never use my hands. I'm an architect. Never mind. All right, man. Enough said. Mom first. Let's have a great Merry Christmas. Tomorrow we'll be better on here with some better positive commentary from Reggie Wright. Hate that I had to tap at someone on Christmas Eve. Well, let's play. You want to play? Let's play. You want to remain silent? You have the right to remain silent. Ha ha ha. Yeah, nigga.
Did you see where Keffe D requested to be basically released on bail at a decent price so that he can, I guess, be home before the trial, and stated that all the statements that he made on YouTube were for entertainment purposes?
Yeah. I saw that. I mean, I told y'all he was going. I hate to be the one to keep saying what I told y'all was going to happen, that was going to be his only defense. That I was either insane or I was just joking, lying for money. I told y'all what his defense was going to be. Now, I don't think a judge, I don't think the DA, I think they all both knew it, that these statements was going to be played. And I don't think the DA of Las Vegas would have taken on this case if he didn't have some type of case law or some type of plan for a defense like this. I really don't think so. I know a lot of you YouTube police seem to, I'm not police, I'm the YouTube police, right? No, the YouTube lawyers seem to think y'all know things, but I think they think in advance. A DA and the sheriff would not have gotten in a press conference like that if they didn't believe that they had a strong case, all right? But January the 3rd, y'all be like, oh, that Reggie was right. Or y'all be saying, y'all be in the comments, you heard what happened yesterday, January 2nd, Keffe got released. Judge kicked it out. I'm sure his family hopes so. I don't think that's going to be happening just yet. But y'all going to see a lot of motions like that. That's going to be going down. The date for his hearing, just because I know I confused y'all with dates. I was just saying what y'all going to be typing the next day. I know the date of the hearing is January the 2nd. So wish y'all can erase those types for just saying that. For that hearing, I'm pretty sure I'll know before then, if you want to keep it real, and I may leak it. What is defense going to be, or what the findings going to be, or if the case get continued. But that's his only defense, to try to play crazy. I would play the crazy route if I was me. I'd be in there sitting over there throwing shit up against the wall and shit. If it was me there and there, because I done seen dudes do that, play that route. You wouldn't believe some of the toughest gangsters, how they act once they get behind the walls. So yeah, didn't surprise me. Don't surprise them. I'm sure it didn't surprise the DA that that's the route he's going to take. But damn, he gave those statements in 2009, 2012. We heard about it, but y'all don't know he gave those statements in 2009, 2012. So everybody said he did it for the book. Well, he didn't do it until 2018. So if you had a plan to do that and that was your plan, why you take 9 years to do it? Boy, that's a long execution. Shit, he could have built a fucking arena quicker than that, right? Now, he could have said, well, he wanted to wait until after the cop did it. Greg Cadence came out and did it, which I kind of heard some rumblings of that. Yeah, well, okay. But Keffe forgets, y'all. This is things that y'all don't know. Keffe have gave these statements and has been offered proffer agreements before those days and after those dates. After the session that he had with Greg Cadence, Keffe did another session with Vegas PD without a proffer agreement or a U.S. attorney. See, everybody always say Greg Cadence, Greg Cadence. Greg Cadence can't offer you shit. A cop can't offer you nothing. Only the Helling District Attorney Office or the Helling U.S. Attorney for that district is the ones that can offer you these type of deals. And the deals is not immunity. Everybody need to scratch that word out when it concerning Keffe D. Immunity. He was a proffer agreement. So it's a defense. Like I try to tell y'all with the Tupac thing. You try to give your attorneys a defense, something just to maybe have the judge just kind of be like, well, let's give him another chance, okay, that's a good thing. Okay, I might take that angle. I might can follow that. And so you just give them a defense. And so that's their defense. Don't think it's going to work this early in the game. I'm not here. Remember this. Christmas Eve, December the 24th, 2023. Reggie Wright has never, ever said Keffe D is 100% going to be convicted. I've always used the word indicted, that he will be indicted. Have never put my reputation on the line about a conviction because I know there's a lot of case law issues that's going to play out in this case. That's going to help people on social media, may hurt people on social media. I heard a big campaign going on now where people trying to where you can't get convicted because of your lyrics and your statements and all of that. All of that's going to start playing out in 2023. Stuff that didn't happen in the 90s and the 2000s because we didn't have social media. People always saying, I never seen people so old on social media. Yeah, you ain't never seen people on social media so old because y'all didn't have social media. Y'all parents didn't have social media. So we don't know how long people going to be on social media doing stuff. This stuff is all new to everybody. So stop comparing yourselves to your parents or our parents or my parents because the things that they have or we have, we didn't have. They didn't have. So we don't know. People was like, oh, I teased a dude for being a 72-year-old gangbanger. Hey, he's one of the first ones, so we don't know when it stops. Because we don't know. We didn't have those. All of this stuff is new. All right? So learn that. Put that in perspective. But like I said, I'm not up here backtracking or wanting or saying, like Mr. Knight, free Keffe D and all of that. I'm not here saying that. I'm just saying I never was 100% sure that he would be convicted. I just always was 100% sure that he was going to be indicted. Please, y'all remember that. And if I said anything other than that, please let me know.
So obviously with all the stuff that's going on with Puffy and the lawsuits and all this stuff, people are pulling up old videos and old social media posts that he did. They pulled up one where Cassie was like on the ground in a ball, like under a blanket, and they pulled up another video where it was French Montana, Diddy, and then the actress, I think her name is, what'd you say her name was? Sana Lathan? Is that right?
Samaya Lathan. Oh, you don't know my girl from Love and Basketball,
I
John?
know she is. I just don't know how to pronounce her name. I know who she is.
Samaya. Her daddy is a big-time director and producer out in Hollywood right now. Okay. But anyway, I love Samaya.
Yeah, a video surfaced with them in the club, and she looks like she might have been a victim of his, little potions.
Yo, no. Okay, they look crazy though. Yeah, Reggie.
Yeah, I think there was actually French Montana in him, man. I told y'all. Remember I showed y'all this picture of French and Montana and Puffy? I hope Samaya wasn't up there in the bedroom that night laid out. I really like her. I really like her. But, man, I guess she's wild. I know her daddy is kind of mad right now. I heard she had a little wild side to her. But don't y'all remember that ice bucket challenge she did? When she snatched her wig off? I'm going to send it to John so John can post it.
I've done a lot for that dick. I got freaks for that dick. I used to crawl for that dick. He made me climb the walls for that dick. I played roles for that dick. I role played for that dick. Did a southern accent for that dick. My name is Shaquita. Sisters call me baby. Got cheeky for that dick. I like a serving of bangers and mashed potatoes. Extra hot. I went blonde for that dick. Then I cut the blonde for that dick. Then I went bald for that dick.
Yeah, she's a cool chick. Yeah, man, that just show you right there. And she's not going to come out and be a victim because she has a good, she's a B-rated actress. I wouldn't say she's an A-rated actress, but she's definitely a B. But she's beautiful black woman. But Somaya looked like she was a victim of those two predators that night. And y'all just look at the video. Y'all look at Somaya with her ice bucket challenge. Y'all remember her from Love and Basketball. And that show you what these dudes were doing out there. Those nights with those young ladies. It's going to be a lot of things coming up. And videos like this surfacing going to show that they were definitely out there. What y'all boy Gene said they were doing, and what Mark Curry said they were doing, when they get them in the club and make them drinking. Somaya, did they drug you, girl? Did those niggas drug you? Because your daddy got power. If that nigga drugged you, tell your daddy. Because he can make some shit happen. And so hopefully they didn't do you like that. But I got a feeling they drugged you that night. And if they did a person like that had a little bit of fame and stuff like that and got her like that, could you imagine your sisters that they've been doing that to? Those are predators, y'all. Those are predators. Their own bodyguards and artists tell you what they used to do to women for drinks. Which make me reiterate again. They just as guilty. Just as guilty.
So Danny Boy did an interview recently, and he talked about, actually, he responded to an interview that was done on Bomb First, I would say over a year ago with Wack 100, where he talked about walking in on Danny Boy and LA Youngbug.
Danny Boy and I just seen him the other day. Young Buck. Not Young Buck from G Unit.
LA Buck.
LA Buck, yeah. We had left, and Danny Boy did a lot of shit for Suge, like, with his personal shit, like pick the kids up, shit like that. They had their own relationship. Right. And when we came back, we doubled back for something. And we went up to the penthouse. And they was up there at 690. Yeah, they was giving each other oral sex. I know Young Buck. I just seen him the other day. He all right with me, but the truth is the truth. Years after that, it came to me that he was with my homegirl, Danny Boy. So I tried to warn my homegirl, like, we grew up 2 houses from each other. I called and like, yo, you can't do that. And like, she was genuinely in love with him, And I'm like, yo, you can't do that, dude, ain't right. She got mad at me, told me I was hating and not happy for her. And I'm telling her, like, yo, you can't do that. You can't do that. She cussed me out a little bit. She went on to marry him. They went to Atlanta. And a child was born. Everything seemed normal. And then one day, a tell-all book came out. And that's when she called me and said, you was telling me the truth.
Did you see where Danny Boy responded to this?
Yeah, I saw it. Shout out Danny Boy and LA Buck. Shout out. Sorry that video came out. That's when I used to just let John put videos out without me knowing about them. And no, I ain't gonna put that on John. John know I pass the buck on him all the time. But yeah, man, Yeah, I know it hurt Danny, and I'm glad he responded and got an opportunity to respond to that video. Me and him had talked about it, and so I'm glad. And even Young Buck, we all have talked about it. And their contention is they never met Wack 100. At that time, Young Buck, L.A. Buck knows Young Buck very well. Because, of course, he's real tight with Ray J now. And y'all know Wack 100's relationship with Ray J. So I'm going to let the record stand on what both sides says. I'm not going to intervene in grown men that have men that can respond and deal with each other. But all I can say is Danny Boy come across in his videos with a lot of passion, and I ain't gonna be one to piss Danny Boy off no more. Y'all know me and him had a little back and forth, and that nigga just killed me by saying, Reg, I used to look at you like an uncle. Why in the fuck you care about who I'm laying in bed with? That woke me up. And that made me have to look and say, you know what, Daddy? You're right. Either I love you or I don't. And you have never done anything to me but show me love. So, shout out Danny Boy. Y'all can check out the video. It's on Bomb First. It's still up. Didn't pull it down, even though Big C Style, Young Buck, everybody told me I should, gave me advice that I should, but I'm glad Danny Boy got a chance to address it. And if y'all want to see the video, it'll be pinned up in the comment section. Y'all can check it out. And y'all know what the hell Danny Boy and why he's so mad and disappointed with the statements. Peace.
Okay, Reggie, did you see in the Danny Boy interview that was done over at Art's channel where he had spoke about how, yeah, Suge would give artists cars and stuff, but that Suge owned the car leasing company? I never heard that. Did you hear that?
I heard Danny Boy said that. Number one, I wish he would own a car leasing company, but he didn't. He just had a relationship. Actually, it probably was David Kenner that had a relationship with a leasing company where they did get a lot of the cars that was leased by Death Row to them, but that was because Death Row had the credit, and none of the artists had any credit to lease vehicles. None of them, at any time. Snoop, he was still young in his career. We all know Tupac's situation at the time. I don't even think Suge credit was that good. If y'all think about it, Suge car that everybody think, I know Carpet Head and all of them trying to say was he was riding a Norris Anderson car. I mean, that was just a Norris Anderson name because he was making decent money and he had had the credit, him and his sister, to get it. But trust me, that was Suge Knight's BMW that just came out. Suge was not buying niggas no brand new 750 BMWs that were brand new just off the floor and had them with $20,000 rims on it. No, that was Suge's car. It was just a Norris name. But my point is, Suge didn't have a leasing company. They had a relationship with a leasing company, but I get why Danny Boy was upset. He's real upset in that interview. Boy, I never seen Danny come off that hard, especially on Suge, because I know that they had a good relationship. I understand why Danny Boy is upset because, number one, Danny Boy and Suge had been talking as recently as about 2 months ago. And it was all love. And so when he heard that statement on the podcast, he was like, damn. And so I know how you get taken back like that when you talk to somebody and you think it's all love and then you hear those type of statements. But I think Danny misunderstood Suge because Suge Well, I know he didn't express that, but he was talking about $2 to $3 million over, the life of Danny's career. And not just like he cut him a check for $2 or $3 million. Suge didn't cut nobody $2 or $3 million checks. The only person I know that got a check that big were people that had lawsuits against him. And then Snoop, when he got $1 million check on his exit agreement. But over the lifetime of a video, over a career, you get that type of money from Death Row and Suge. And that's what Suge meant over the time period. Danny has gotten over $2 to $3 million. Yes, he has. From videos, music videos, studio time, paying producers like DJ Quick and G1 and Meech and all of them to do songs for him. Shit, he went and lived out there with Devontae and in Rochester, New York, with them for a couple of weeks. I remember we dropped him off there, and that's when he met and got the relationship with Timbaland and Missy Elliott and either Magoo or one of them. But he was out there hanging out with them where they were looking up to him like the star, trying to be at his level. And so, he didn't want to stay with Dallas. Austin, who was hot, and did some songs with Dallas. So Suge has invested, and that's what Suge means when he's saying he invested so much money into Danny. Now, in fairness to Danny would be like, well, if you would have gave me an opportunity and put it out, I probably would have made you your money back. And so that's where that goes, y'all. It ain't like Suge cut. I agree with Danny. He ain't just cutting Danny no $2 or $3 million check and say here. But Suge's point is, hey, I invested that much money on you. You never blew up, but we know you because of this and all of that. Danny's part is, hey, if you would have put me out, gave me my opportunity, especially when I was hot and all of that, yeah, motherfuckers would have known me further, then I ain't mad at you. So that's the type of stuff where there needs to be, no disrespect to Dave Mays, because I've been feeling what he's been doing lately. I'm going to be honest. Episode 7 of the podcast and the way it's going and the editing and I've been loving. And they've been doing a great job. Shout out to Breakbeat Media over there. Y'all doing a hell of a job of making sure podcasts look great, not good, great. So, yeah, it's unfortunate that they didn't, make them expound on that. And I can't blame Art for the question because that is what Suge said, that he gave him since he been out. I know a lot of y'all saying, oh, he was there since, while he was out of prison or something like that, or while he was in prison. Yeah, that's not factually true. I know he gave him some money, but it never was nowhere near that lifestyle that he was accustomed to, 94, 95, 90, 96. Danny Boy, for a unknown artist, lived like a king, well, a prince at that point. But he made some statements that I'm concerned with him about. I'll talk to him about. I'm sure he explained to him about how he's keeping shit in the chambers, like I say, so I can't say too much to him because I make the same statements, but I know where he's going. I know what he's going to say, and I have already said it once, and I regret that I said it, and I'll just advise them we might need to keep that in the chambers because we both have no reason speaking on that, but I know Danny, and he's going to say it. It ain't that shit that all y'all want to say, like him and Suge was doing something, because, like I said, Suge don't swing that way, and Suge looked at him as a son. That's why I used the term prince earlier, because Suge was the king, and Danny was one of his little princes, because he did look at him like he looked at Taj, Lil Suge, who was born at that time, as like a son. And so, yeah. Shout out. Hope people don't egg this video on or egg on the two statements between those two, because I got a feeling, like I've been feeling lately, you'll regret a lot of things that you said in videos, because it's almost like hurting a family member. And so I just conscious Danny of that. Last comment, only comment, leave it alone, Reggie. Thanks. Bomb first, peace.
As we know, Billy Garland has been doing an interview. The reception hasn't been as well as the first one, but that's not here nor there. But I wanted to ask you about, he said that when he came to Vegas after Tupac had gotten shot, that he shared a hotel room with Kevin Hackey and spoke with Kevin Hackey a lot. Did you number one, did you see this? And if so, did you already know that he was hanging with Kevin Hackey or not?
Oh, yeah. At what hotel? You see where he said? At the Caesar Hotel. We were all stationed and had rooms at the Luxor Hotel. But yeah, but it's funny. It's funny that they say that. Guess who put both of them up at that hotel? Who was paying for that hotel? Who had to take money out of their pocket to pay for the rooms and stuff? Afeni Shakur, the person who he been bashing because he's mad at, talking about how she didn't want him out there and she this and all of that. She's the one. Y'all remember that scene in, I can't think of it, it was a Tyler Perry movie where the mama had pretty much said, your son's in the hospital, what do I have to do? I got $25, here's the money, here, take this money. I need you here, come to the hospital, come and check on your son. Well, that's what she had to do. For you, Billy. Tell me who paid for that room you were staying in while Tupac was in there, in the hospital fighting for his life. I ain't gonna get in that. Tell her who flew you out, Billy. Who? Who flew you out? Afeni Shakur. She did all that. But you now up there trying to bash her name and got everybody thinking like she was the scorned girlfriend or the scorned woman that, lie in the park, man. That's why you settle so quick, Billy. Stop doing that to her. I know you and your ass mad at her and got y'all beef with her, but I can tell you and your ass is on a campaign against Afeni, and it ain't cool. But anyway, it's true. The statements that Billy made about that, and because I wasn't fucking with Hackey. After he didn't show up, he tried to come out there late and all of that. And I said, nigga, you better get the fuck up out of here. Y'all can know this evidence. Carpet here to tell y'all. He was up there, he came up there showing, and he was up there talking about he's the FBI and all of that. And Kevin's my boy. Kevin Hackey is my boy now. I just call a ball, a strike, so I ain't gonna talk too bad about Kevin, because me and Kevin is in a great place. Kevin and I are good. So, but my point is, I wasn't fucking with Kevin then, and I didn't allow him to be over there in the rooms with the other security and stuff at the Luxor. Afeni and them knew Kevin because he was around them a lot, and he was loyal to Yasmin and them, and so they paid for a room for them to share at the Caesars Hotel, the Caesar Hotel. And so, shout out to them for doing that. But that's what happened. That's the truth. And yes, he's telling the truth about that. Even the gun situation. I even heard that story from Kevin. And that was accurate. But Kevin was like, no. You ain't getting my gun. That's because y'all know anything about Kevin. He be locked down. He be strapped down. And so, yeah. I always mad. The only reason I ever was mad at Kevin because I was mad that he wasn't there. Because I know all the heat that I take for lack of security wouldn't be on me if Kevin was there. Because I know Kevin would have did the right thing. He would have been still chasing the white Cadillac down Vegas Strip, shooting at him. Might have killed a bunch of old white ladies coming out from playing penny slots or something. I'll probably be broke as a motherfucker because I only had $1 million insurance policy, but at least I wouldn't have to be defending myself for allegedly disarming security when you got statements from the security in his book, which one day matter of fact, we're going to do it today, John. Post up with these idiots that too lazy to read can see what Frank wrote in his book. We're going to blow that up. Y'all read it. I ain't going to have John read it. We ain't going to read it. But y'all read. This is what he said that about the gun situation. Wasn't telling he got with the other people, the producers, and started deciding the way to make some money that he come changed up this, I was told not to bring a gun. No. Y'all see in there? I left the gun in because Tupac at the last minute asked me to drive the car with the Outlaws because none of them have license. And I knew it was going to be gloves at the club, so I elected not to go to my car to get the gun. So would y'all stop all? Well, I don't care. Y'all keep on. Keep it alive. Shit, YouTube pays now when y'all write comments in the comment section. So going back and forth with y'all idiotic shit, it helps Reg and John and Bomb first. So keep on with y'all stupidity.
Yeah, I never heard that before. No, let's
do that with something I say.
Okay. Okay, so let's get into episode 7 of Suge's podcast. For those who requested it in our comments, we did put up a new sweatshirt in the merch shop. One of the P-Funk ones in case you guys want to buy that. But in Suge's podcast, episode 7, he talks about artists, which you talked about before, but artists being jealous of Tupac, and that people would come up to the dog pound and they would come up to Snoop and say, hey, can I get where's Tupac? I want to get a picture with Tupac, or I want to get Tupac's autograph. Where is he? And that created the demise of Death Row. Did you hear that, and did you have thoughts on it?
You know what? Episode 7 of of Suge's podcast, Collect Calls, that's the Suge Knight that Reggie Wright looked up to. The guy that's talking like that, the way he explaining stuff and breaking down and not making jokes and adding salt and pepper to stuff, that's the guy that I knew. That's the guy that I was like, all right, this is a dude I can learn from. This is the dude that I learned anything in the music business that I learned from. That's the guy that I was listening to and sucking up his game and all the words and the stuff that he, used to say and spit out. That's the guy I miss. I'll put it that way. He's doing a great job. He did a great job on episode 7. I can't say that about 1 through 6, and I can't say that about episode 8 through whatever. But episode 7, if he keep along the way that he came off in episode 7, then yeah, man, good job. So I just wanted to say good job, Dave Mays and Suge Knight on episode 7, because I saw Dave Mays. I heard you, Dave Mays. I heard you wanted to egg him on the tap. The tap at, I don't know who, I ain't going to say, but it sounds like Reggie Wright. Reggie Wright think everything's about him. And so, and he shut it down. I was like, oh no. Let me be on some positive stuff. Let me talk about what I really want to be here for. So shout out Suge Knight for that. All right. And John's went right over the almighty P-Funk shirts. Anybody that subscribe and like the red side, not that I'm over here promoting red or blue, because I promote green, but those shirts are almighty. It's not just a Compton thing or Bompton thing, as it says. That's a P-Funk thing, almighty. If you claim or know people that's affiliated with Pyrus or Bloods, then you should consider yourself almighty. So don't just look at it for guys in Inglewood or Pacoima or Memphis or New Jersey. If you got somebody that's claiming a Pyru car, trust me, they should love this shirt because they all should consider themselves as being almighty. Get off that subject, but y'all look at that shirt again. It's a good thing. A lot of people were asking when we showed Suge and Pac at the Soul Train that episode. They were like, where can we get that shirt at? Where can we get that shirt at? So we're going to do it for a limited time for y'all and at a great price. You should be able to get it for under $40. I think it's $37 to be honest. Something like that. $40. Oh, get back to the subject on hand. Because I done forgot the question. But pretty much I think...
Jealousy. The artist being jealous of Tupac.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that was something we observed and learned. It didn't appear that way. It didn't appear that way. But if Suge says it, then that's what it is because Suge dealt with them and he was in there deeper than I was. I was security. I admit it. I was the owner of a security company in 95, 96, the time periods that he's talking about. Never really did security, but I owned a security company. But I was also always with Suge. Anybody that knows Suge knows out in the streets at a club or a show or anything like that, on the road, Reggie was generally with him 95% of the time. I'm not saying every day of his life like that, but definitely if he's in a public or it was a public event going on. So I didn't see it. I didn't observe that. It seemed to be all love. But now after hearing the interviews, seeing things, hearing Suge say things and point things out, I can see it possibly being true. But being in the mix of it at the time, I didn't see it because Pac and Suge were the type that would have called it out if they did. So I think this is something, honestly, that they learned over a period of time. And Mr. Doggy Dogg, Snoop Dogg, has been showing us in his statements and videos of recent. And that's where I think Suge Knight, being observant as he is seeing and why he making that statement in 2023. I just don't believe Suge would have allowed it to go on in 1996. And I don't think he observed it in 1996. Because Suge knew how to cut people off back then. Well, I said that in the reverse order. He knew how to get people attention back then. It cut them off. And when your water getting cut off, and the bill man and the IRS or the waterman or the girl or your wife or is complaining about needing that money, you get some act right real quick. Real quick. And that's how Suge, unfortunately, he played with people or controlled people or dealt with people, whatever word you want to use. And so that's my opinion on it. But whatever Suge Knight record stands on that, or whatever his stance or belief is on that, I'll let that stand. I'm not going to try to rewrite or correct that because, once again, I reiterate, love how he came across in that podcast, that episode of the podcast. Yeah.
Okay. Did you see in the podcast where he had spoke about how he wanted to kind of give control of the label to Snoop, and then he asked Snoop to come up and visit him, and then after he saw what he was wearing, you're like, he changed his mind or whatever happened. Did you see that part?
I heard that part. I never heard that story. I never heard that. That he came up to the county jail to, and that I knew he couldn't get in because of he didn't have the proper ID and stuff, but not because of his attire. I did hear that. And Snoop wasn't dressed. See, there I go, correcting everything Suge Knight says and all of that. I know Suge couldn't know because he was in jail, so he wouldn't know. I don't know who brought that to Suge. and told him that that's the reason why he couldn't get in. I have always said I wish that Suge, and even I or whoever was advising him at the time, because I wasn't as close to him at that time as David Kenner and maybe even Norris was, as far as dealing with him while he was in custody. Wasn't dealing with him that much at that time. People were trying to block him and our relationship at the time. But I never heard that story. And I tell you, I done sat around the table with him for 5 years hearing stories. I always have said, I wished we would have been smart enough, I would have been smart enough to advise him to give Snoop some type of role, especially dealing with the music part. And now I hear, and I believe that's what Suge is trying to say, that he would have done. Suge tried that. He had me reach out after the last meal or during the last meal. I know he was still with Master P, and it was like one album. I think the last meal had just came out. And he told me to have Big C Style, because we were dealing with Big C Style and Das. And I couldn't get to Snoop because some things that had happened. Yeah, I heard about it about a week ago. And so I couldn't get to Snoop. And it was before he signed his deal with TVT. And he told me to tell Snoop to come back, and he got $1 million for him, and he can do whatever he want with the label as far as music. And I don't know if Suge told me to reach out and do it, but I know I didn't. I took it to Big C Style and told Big C Style, get a hold of Snoop, and tell him we got $1 million for him, and we want him to come back home. And so that would have been in like 99 or 2000 when that offer was made. And so I know that Suge did have some regrets and probably was thinking along that lines at one point, as he expressed that he felt in 1996. And but I think the success of Bitch Please and the East Siders and all of that, because you got to say Snoop was starting to hit home runs again. Because we looked at Snoop, I'll be honest, a lot of y'all in the South don't think so or don't agree, but those 2 albums that he did on Master P No Limit label, we didn't think that was good work. But that last album, Last Meal, oh well, I guess I'm just a Snoop groupie. I kind of like that one. Ain't that the one with the singer, the Cinderfella remix on it, the Dana Dane song, and I believe a song that Dre even did, right, John? There was some hits on there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Lay Low, Bitch Please. I always tell y'all, Exhibit saved in my mind Snoop's career with that song Bitch Please. Yep.
Reggie, I know a couple of months ago, maybe it was even earlier this year, we talked about how in Biggie's music video he had a person that was trans.
Ooh.
I don't know if a lot of people are aware of this, but there was also a trans person in one of Tupac's videos. We'll put the photo on the screen, but do you have any idea how this happened or why this happened or what it was about?
Yeah, that's why Gobi and them got fired, y'all. That's why that was on the How Do You Want It video set. And Gobi and them try to slick this trans in. And I know y'all get mad, so I'll be careful with how I use my words. And they found out at this rap party that they had that this person was a man. Had one, hadn't had an operation or anything. And there was a big argument and fight about that. Now, it took a little while, but Tupac has always had a problem with that. But it had never gotten to Suge until about sometime in July, mid-July, when Tracy and them came clean about it. And that's when Suge was like, I'm not fucking with them no more. They putting these type of people in our videos. They trying to mess up stuff, and they knew about it. Tracy didn't know about it, according to her, but she admitted that Gobi knew about it, and that Gobi did that. I'm not saying Gobi and the guy was having some type of relationship or anything like that. I don't believe that, don't know that, because Tracy and Gobi were a couple and an idol. But for whatever reason, Gobi had some loyalty to this person, allowed this person to be in a video, and Pac felt if it ever got out, it would ruin his reputation. And he was livid and pissed behind it. So all that BS that Gobi's over there spilling, man, keep telling people they need to stop. They need to stop and stop telling any lies and do it, because I will expose your ass. Reggie takes a minute to remember and think of things, but all I gotta do is start making phone calls and the truth comes out. And people be like, Reggie, you don't remember this? You don't remember that? Because Reggie know all the secrets and know everything. And that's the real on that. Look at that person. If you really look at that person, you can tell that person is a male. But it took a while for it to get back. And once it got back, it blew up. It blew up. And like I said, I'm not even sure that Pac knew about it initially. I knew he knew about it before Suge, but when Suge found out about it, that's when he started fucking with that company. And that's why you had Kevin Swain at the last minute, who was just a director at the time. He was just directing videos. That's when Suge empowered Kevin Swain to do the 339 company, to do the, well, the worst video ever, Hung Jury. But one of the best video ever, To Live and Die LA. So, yeah. Shout out Kevin Swain. I see you still doing great things over there with Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston. And keep up the good work, Kevin. Kevin is also the one that credited for doing all the House of Blue footage. And he did that particular show. And he be doing big things. Kevin Swain. Matter of fact, for those of y'all that's really historians, want to hear about it, there is a live stream up with us with Kevin Swain that was done about 3 or 4 years ago, where he gave us about an hour live stream. So let's type in Bomb First, Kevin Swain. Shout out.
Reggie, did you see on episode 7 of Suge's podcast where he talked about how he wasn't really happy with the NFL because they were promoting gang stuff? Did you see that?
I saw that, and I understand where Suge's going. I understand. I remember you, John. You even was like, man, they're promoting. I'm surprised the NFL is promoting crip walking and all of that on a big stage like that. And I was like, I didn't catch it until you even pointed that out. So I guess you and Suge was on the same page there. I was so mad more about him throwing the jab at Suge, by just adding the Townsburger situation in the video, because all of y'all want to believe that Townsburger is a big landmark in the city of Compton, when I always told y'all, if you're going to mention something like that, it'd be Louisburger. Matter of fact, shout out to our boy Alonzo. I see he's trying to get Eve After Dark, or the club, Eve. I can't even think of the name of it. But the club back open. So shout out Alonzo Williams. I see you trying to get Ease After Dark back open, where Dre and NWA got their first start, along with Skating Rain, Skateland USA. So good job. I can't wait for you to get that club back open, reopen. But places like that was landmarks in Compton, not Townsburger. So I was surprised that, that's what I was. My main focus was on, was that cap. But this is something that I always wondered, and I was wondering what happened to. Do y'all remember what was the breaking news that day? They almost didn't want, and there was a petition, or people on the news was asking for Snoop not to be able to perform like a day or two before that, because what had broke. Don't y'all remember our boy Snoop Dogg, what he was accused of that day? Same shit Puffy was accused of doing. Well, not the same shit, because Puffy liked to watch. But y'all remember Snoop supposedly forced a female in the bathroom to give him head? And when she refused, she wasn't hired for a job. What happened to that lawsuit is what I want to know. Where is that at? How'd that get pushed up under the rug? Is that still pending? Y'all tell us. But I'm telling y'all, the Hollywood stuff has been going on crazy, huh? I guess he learned this from Puff. Because you didn't hear no accusations like that around Death Row. Women were throwing it at them, even the security, the old boy security. But I guess he learned this when he was hanging out with Puff, doing, y'all see them hanging out. Y'all see that? Okay. But maybe that's what they were talking about on the way to the Laker game, huh? I don't know. Can't say. But I wonder. I'm like Daz now. Snoop, you got rid of yours. Your shit is quiet. What Dad say, y'all? Look what Dad say. Why you ain't helping Puffy? Why you ain't helping Puffy make that shit go away like your shit did? That's what I remember from the Super Bowl incident. Suge getting mad because the guy's crip walking. And even you, John, you pointed it out. I swear. I remember you saying that, 2 years ago, asking that question. But I guess you and Suge, they say great minds think alike. So you got a mind of Suge Knight. Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Did you see on Vlad where James spoke about the El Rey incident and what he talked about as far as the details of what went down in the aftermath?
Yeah. Boy, James, I didn't know. When I'm sitting next to James, he don't seem so bitter, right? When I'm listening to his interview over there on Vlad, woo, I'm like, that dude don't like Suge Knight. I hope I don't come across on interviews like that regarding Suge. Because, boy, I was like, damn. I saw the interview. Shout out, James. You my boy. You always going to be. And we'll be doing something with you real soon. I know we all said at the first of the year we're going to start going hard on the podcast. So, yeah. But I saw what he said about the El Rey incident. It's not accurate reporting. But I understand why he didn't want to touch on it and give, say too much. But the main thing that stuck out, because I don't want to get into that situation because that is still an open murder case. And So I don't want to talk about it too much. I don't need the police knocking on my doors no more. But James made some statements in there about Big U that kind of got me like, huh? Man, stop making Suge look too much like a bitch. That ain't what happened. Because he said that, like, Big U got $80,000 from Suge and got some money. Well, that's where that street legend or that street myth stuff started coming in. When people hear about things that happened, yeah, Suge did cut a check to Big U before for $80,000. But that was some work that they did. Because those niggas was were getting money from rappers in the mid-2000s together. Big U was in prison when that shit happened in 1995 at the El Rey Theater. Ain't called and ain't talked to Suge, ain't pressed on Suge about nothing from that happened at the El Rey Theater. And so I hate for that stuff like that to get out. Y'all know I love James, but I ain't gonna let information get out there that just ain't accurate and not corrected. I don't care who it is. And no, the $80,000 that was given to Big U to open up a after-hours joint, just so y'all know, whoever's close, know I know what I'm talking about. That came from Suge and Big U extorting some of y'all rappers from the South. That's all I'll say. T.I. and Ludacris. Y'all remember that fight? For them getting in the middle of stuff like that. I'll just say stuff like that. I'm not saying them. For the reason that they used to get paid. And they were splitting up money. And so, no. It ain't because no 60s or nothing was pushing up on Suge and Death Row behind that situation. Rest in peace, Kelly Jamerson. It was an unfortunate situation. That shouldn't have happened, but ain't nobody got paid because that happened, other than the liability that was, the liability that the different insurance companies had to pay out for lack of security. As y'all can hear, I spoke on it in a previous episode about 2 weeks ago. Y'all can go back and research that. So, yeah, that's what I got from the interview regarding the El Rey from James. Other than that, and that my boy, my nigga. Whew, my nigga. Yeah, I think that Pac knocking him out on this Pac's statement is really bothering my boy James. And yeah, which ain't true. I'm telling y'all now, it ain't true. But that shit way of getting back. That's just us. I don't know. I guess we just different from growing up in the 70s and 80 kids. We just like the cap. we know how to get you. We talked about your mama. We just cap at you and get you back, you know. And that's all Suge's doing, y'all. He just getting him back. And so, no truth. And now James getting him back. And no truth. So, yeah.